Alright, YouTube, while we're here, going to give you guys a player interview of Cody Skelton, or aka FrankinBerry123.
FrankinBerry123.
We'll have a link in the description below of his channel, and please subscribe and check out his videos. And Cody, we're going to ask you about Nationals, the format, and the ban list. We'll first start off with Nationals. What do you think about Nationals?
Nationals is extremely predictable. I think almost everybody knew what was going to happen at Nationals, obviously. My predictions on Nationals were a little different than what actually happened. I expected Evil Swarm to do a lot more, or a lot bigger of a showing than they actually did. They didn't do a whole bunch. I feel like, well, Prophecies have a really good turn one, or game one against Dragons. The fact that Dragons can side in Eradicators really puts the deck at a disadvantage. So
yeah,
I definitely gave the edge to Dragons. And you know, just through past Nationals, everything except European Nationals, a couple others, you know, Dragon Rollers won. It's just the best deck of the format. I mean,
are you glad Patrick Hoban won Nationals?
It's always nice to see ARG members win. I don't personally know Patrick Hoban, but seems like a pretty chill dude. I don't know. He's obviously got to be a great player to win Nationals.
Yeah. You think he'll maybe make a comeback? Or not make a comeback, but Dave Keener, do you think he'll make a comeback? Maybe, you know, beating Patrick Hoban, possibly in the World Championship?
Maybe Worlds?
Yeah, maybe at Worlds, maybe.
I don't think it's very likely that they'll play unless it's, you know, in the top. But I don't know. I definitely I can't really give an edge to the American players at Worlds, just to the fact that judges are really biased towards the Japanese players or whatever. And I don't know, maybe different here, but I know last year apparently the judges were
weird with drill.
Yeah, like
or whatever.
As far as that stuff worked.
All right. Well, all right. So with Nationals, let's talk about the format. What do you think about the format?
It's bad.
It is?
Really
what do you not like about this format is what I just want to ask you.
Almost everything.
Just the speed, all the consistency of all the decks.
I mean,
the way they spam and stuff like that.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, because people with older decks definitely have to learn how to innovate the deck, you know, to fit it to how it'll be good now. I feel like the innovation factor is always nice, and it's always nice to see new stuff pop up in a format.
Yeah.
I mean, like the XYZ Infernity was pretty innovative to me.
Yeah. Do you think like, what do you think should be probably the best deck this format is?
Dragons.
Dragons?
Dragons.
Just hands, no spellbooks, no Evil Swarm, just Dragons.
I feel like Evil Swarms are clocking in at third, spellbooks at second. Dragons definitely at first though. First by a landslide.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I mean, like, do you think for the ban list? I guess we could talk about it. You know, what do you think is going to get hit? All right. First, start off with banned, limited, semi-limited, and then unlimited. Start off with banned. What do you think is going to get banned, or what do you think should get banned? You know, on the ban list.
I really would like to see Super Rejuvenation go.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like a little card, little cards here and there.
Yeah.
Just know my personal preference. I honestly think Monster Reborn should get banned.
Okay. Tell us why you think that should, you know,
it's not needed anymore. It's just it's bad. It's bad for the game. I hate how you can be completely controlling the field. Your opponent can top deck a Monster Reborn, and that can decide the game.
Yeah.
You know, with such like ridiculous stuff this format, it's Monster Reborn's just crazy.
You think it's a game winner or a game changer?
Game winner.
You think it wins the games whenever you
It's because it's like, if you know, this is a very simple metaphor, but you know, like if you warning a Gores because you probably don't have anything to get over a Gores, and they reborn the Gores that you're warning.
Wow.
I think it generates unfair advantage in the game.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think about? I've heard you been talking about Heavy Storm and Trunade. What do you think should happen there?
I honestly feel like Heavy Trunade is, of course, sent out to the Key Beetle lock, which I don't see being like tier 0 broken. Obviously, it'll be running around here and there, but Trunade is an out to
the Key Beetle.
I have played in a Trunade format, and I know that it did consist of like a mostly set 3 pass. But I feel like with Trunade, well, it may not be you. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah.
On a Trunade, while not being as skilled of a card, is a more skillful card in a way that.
Like you have to activate it and win that turn.
I hate people like some people
like
just activate Heavy Storm
just
and then
activate
set
it?
a monster. They'll activate Heavy Storm, blow up your 2 or 3 back row, and they'll set a card and they'll set 1 or 2 back row and then they'll pass.
Yeah.
But with Trunade, if you had to save it, you wouldn't just do it and then set a monster because then your opponent would get all the advantage that you used to stop and they'd go back and they'd set it all.
Yeah.
You gained absolutely nothing out of that.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't really overextend that. I mean, if they don't have Starlight and they have like at least 3 traps in their hand, the best they're gonna do is probably either set 2 out of the traps and keep 1 for later, or
yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like it's kind of unfair that you have to play in fear that you're going to get Heavy Storm. You have to take the precaution that you're going to get Heavy Stormed.
Yeah.
All the time, and you're risking a lot by setting 3. I mean, that's half of your opening hand.
Yeah.
You're having to risk half of that, banking that they don't have Heavy Storm, but you need to set the 3 to compete against stuff like dragons. It's just it's a lose-lose situation. Like it's hard. You're having to take risks and stuff.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, what do you think should go to 1?
Obviously, Trunade.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Trunade and can you think?
Maybe Gold Slug. I've been kind of back and forth on spellbooks. Maybe Secrets. Maybe Secrets.
Yeah, maybe Secrets. I think Secrets should, just because that card is crazy.
I mean, usually it's hard to generate like more than like a +2 or a +3 off Judgment.
Yeah.
I don't really care about Jowgen. I mean, Jowgen's not broken.
Yeah.
The fact that they can protect it's a little dumb. Manage to keep protecting their Jowgen usually isn't best thing in the world. But I mean, it's whatever. I think with Secrets they have to play a little more skillfully.
Yeah. All right. So the thing with Evil Swarms. What do you think should maybe hit the 1 with Evil Swarms?
Ophion.
Ophion.
I think if anything gets hit, Ophion should be hit. I feel like Pandemic, a lot of people only play 2. It's a good card, but I mean, if like Sombray late game going into an Ophion, it's shutting down a game mechanic to where you can't special summon giant monsters. So
yeah,
I feel like you just use resources to get rid of the 1. So. That kind of works out.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, moving on. Semi-limited. What do you think should maybe go to 2?
Semi-limited. Book of Moon.
Okay. Explain.
It slows down the format a little bit.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people been playing Book of Moon lately.
It's good right now. I feel like next format though it'll ease back off again.
Yeah.
Like it was before Dragons came out. The reason it got good recently was because like with Evil Swarms and stuff, you can stop their Exceed play. Hold off for a turn.
Yeah.
Against Prophecy, of course you can Book of Moon their Jowgen, and you can kind of try to recoup some advantage and stuff like that.
All right. Well, okay. Go ahead.
And I mean, like Dragons, if you book their Draco Sack, I mean that's chill too. I mean,
yeah.
It's a 1 card out to. It's sometimes a 1 card out to them trying to generate Exceeds plays, and I feel like them promoting synchros, it may bump it back up.
Do you think? All right. Can you think of anything else maybe to get semi-limited or?
Maybe Black Whirlwind. I don't know. I saw a little discussion on it, and it kind of changed the way I thought about it a little bit. And it's one of those cards where it's just kind of like a luxury at 1, but I feel like at 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Blackwing player personally. I don't know. I don't think it'd do anything, but
yeah. Do you think Bestiari should.
Yeah, that could come back. I mean, Glads need a boost that they haven't had all.
Because the only time I literally see Glads is at the beginning of the format.
I mean, everything. Everything kind of has a chance at the beginning of the format.
Yeah.
You know, Glads being real slow, the format tends to slow down a lot in the beginning of the format. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything for unlimited. This is cards that come off the list.
I don't know.
Stuff at 3.
Tsukiyomi.
That's the Book of Moon, right?
Yeah, that's the Book of Moon Spirit card. With the Spirit stuff coming out, they may try to bump it up a little.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it probably would never happen, but maybe like Royal Tribute. It's been at 2 for a long time. I don't know. I
don't know, man. Gravekeepers are broke when you open that.
It's whatever.
Cards broke.
I feel like with Duality Semi-Limited, it really hurt the deck as far as consistency goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can't think of anything else, can't?
That's about it. I mean, maybe like Mizuki. Well, I don't know. Mizuki's kind of a card to put to.
And Zombies support's about to come out, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they may try to boost Zombies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can't think of anything else.
That's about it.
Alrighty. Well, alright. Well, you two, we're about to close up here, but like I said, like the video, or, remember to comment, leave comments and stuff. I'll have in the description below a link to FrankinBerry123's channel. Remember to subscribe, like his stuff, and do the same as to me. So next time, guys, it's White Horse signing out. Peace.